I always get questions about how I do my makeup and which products work the best under stage lights, so I figured it's time for me to film a makeup tutorial for you. And if you don't know me, hi, my name's Shayla. I'm a professional dancer based in Las Vegas. This is a makeup look I'm going to show you. This is a look that I do every night for my show at Fantasy, which is at the Luxor Hotel and Casino here in Vegas on the Strip. I'm going to start with a disclaimer. I'm not a makeup artist. I am simply a performer who does makeup every single day. So these tips and tricks are what work for me. Not exactly the best technique in the world, just my technique. This is what I find that works under stage light, holding up with sweat while still looking cute. Every show will have you do your makeup differently, so this is just what I do because it's a cute, natural, soft look, but still heavy enough for the stage. So let's get into it. Jump scare. The secret to flawless skin when you do your makeup is to start with a good skin prep. So I'm starting with witch hazel. Just to tone my face, you just always want a really clean base. And then we're just gonna hydrate the face with some Cetaphil lotion. Boop. It's a nice and thin lotion, so it's not gonna make your face feel heavy and weighed down, because sometimes moisturizers do that. So do a nice light moisturizer under your makeup. And I'm gonna let that settle in, and I'm gonna do my eyes first. So to prep my eyes, I'm just going in with an e.l.f. Camo Concealer. A lighter shade is preferred. Tap that in, get it all over the base. Make yourself look a little crazy. I like to drag it over the bridge of my nose so this part here doesn't get dark. We look crazy, but that's okay. We're gonna fix it. We're going in with the Natural Lust Too Faced palette. I'm gonna go in all over my lid with Afternoon Delight, a nice light taupe, something that kind of matches your skin. Packing it in with a flat brush, a nice neutral-ish color. Okay, obviously my eyeshadow is not done, not close to done, but I'm going in with my eyeliner. Wet n Wild liquid eyeliner. We're just gonna wing it. I'm not great at wings, but this one doesn't really matter because we're gonna blend it out. Like I said, it does not need to be good. It just needs to be on your face. It's fine. Then you're just gonna go in with any black shadow, and you're just gonna tap your brush, and you're gonna tap along the lines of your eyeliner. Just make a mess. This was our makeup that we wore as henchies in the Effectors, and I've never gotten rid of it because I like the pigment. It used to stain some people, but that's okay. It didn't stain me, and I still use it years later. We're going back into our palette. Boop. And we're taking a nice thick blending brush. We're gonna go in with this color here. Set in Stone, as you can tell. I use it all the time. I've hit pan, and I'm really scared. And we're just gonna blend it out. So you're blending over the black. Now I'm going in to buff out all of this mess, and I'm actually gonna use the shade Buff It Out. And we're just gonna buff. Then I'm actually gonna go in with ColourPop's blush, New to You, and I'm gonna blend my eyes just for some continuity once we do our face. We're gonna take a small brush and we're gonna go back to Set in Stone. We're just gonna go under our eyes. The difference about stage makeup and regular makeup is no one's getting that close to you that's actually gonna judge you. So from far away, this is fine. From up close, literally ugly. Now I'm going in with lashes. These are actually random lashes that I bought on Amazon, but the brand is Alley Crown, and I believe that it is Fluffy Style. And I'm always using my Duo lash glue. If you know, you know. Some people love the black lash glue, some people hate it. I'm someone who loves it. You always want the lash glue to be a little bit tacky, so give it a few minutes to dry. I'm gonna get really close to you to do this in the viewfinder, but you really want to stick it to your lash line and slide up so it's really close. The lashes are on, and see what I mean? Like a lash just covers the mess that I just did under here. Now it's time to start with our face, our base makeup, which really makes or breaks your look. So I'm starting off with the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. Ooh, didn't have good grip on that. I like to use a lot primer. Rub that into your skin, your nice, clean, freshly prepped skin. Now, one thing I want you guys to remember is that I am not a makeup artist. I am simply someone who does stage makeup every single day. So I can't tell you exactly how to do it. I'm just telling you how I do it personally. So my process isn't exactly the cutest if you didn't just see me struggle with my eyes, even though I do this look every single day, right? Cool. Give your face a second to dry. Pretty much everything needs to be tacky with stage makeup. Your lash glue, your primer, your face, your personality. Let's go tacky. I very recently switched foundations over to the Estee Lauder Double Wear. Let me tell you, this is the best for long wear, high action foundation. I used to use Born This Way, but it didn't last as well when I was sweating, and obviously I'm on stage as a performer, dancing, sweating, flipping, so I'm a mess. This is the real deal. I actually started using this because I know a lot of the pro dancers for the football teams use it, and if they can dance outside in the humidity while sweating, I'm like, yeah, this will work for me. My shade is 4N1, and it's almost like a perfect match on me. So I just put some on my hand. And I'm going in with the M106 brush by Morphe, my favorite foundation brush. It is literally such a good match for me. I am shocked. I have never had foundation match my skin so well. Make sure your foundation's blended into your neck. Now I'm going in with the e.l.f. Camo Concealer in the shade Medium Beige. This is a light color for me. It's a beautiful highlight on my under eye. So I'm just gonna blend that into my under eyes using the M131 brush. Just blending into the areas that I want to highlight. And of course my highlight concealer will also be supported by a brightening powder. I put the excess on my chin and on my forehead a little bit. I feel like I've mentioned this before on my channel, but the Fenty Beauty contour stick in the shade Mocha is my holy grail. I place my contour below my cheekbone, so not on the high part, right here in the hollow of my cheekbone, a little bit on my forehead like a rainbow, under my nose, under my lip, and under my chin just a little bit. And I'm gonna blend that out with my M242. My light died right before I started blending, but you really wanna make sure you're tapping your contour and not dragging it across your face, because then you're gonna look really muddy. But I think contour is a really important step for stage, especially because far away you wanna look like you have cheekbones. You don't wanna look like one flat face. You wanna have some dimension. And then I just rub the excess on my nose from the brush. It's fine. It's such a fun little process. Because now we get to go in with blush. I have used this Rare Beauty blush every single day, so it's really gone, but this is a Virtue. And I just go in, we're gonna put a little bit on our cheeks to make us so cute and special. And then I'm just gonna take a stipling brush and I'm going to tap that in and make sure it blends into my contour, and then bring it onto my cheeks after, so I'm not so blushy right up here. The really cool thing about stage makeup is it really doesn't matter what it looks like, because under the light it all gets blurred anyways and you look fine. That's all for our liquid and cream face. So now we get to go in with our powders. How exciting! We're going in with our powders now. So I'm going in with the translucent Morphe powder. It is bright and it leaves a little bit of a cast on my face, so I don't use it all over. I'm going in with my puff from Real Technique. I'm just gonna put it under my eye like this, down my nose, only a little bit. I'm not dragging it all the way here, but I am gonna use the excess and just highlight right here. It's a weird positioning here, guys, okay? Just on the corner of your eyes where you want it to be highlight. So exactly where I put the bright concealer is where we're gonna put this bright powder as well. So that being said, it goes on our chin, it goes on our forehead just a little bit. It's snowing! Now you can tell me if I'm wrong, but I really think this Huda Beauty setting powder is quite literally the best powder on the market. I put this on and I literally feel like I just put a filter on my face. It looks like the TikTok retouch filter as soon as this goes on. Again, we're using a Real Technique sponge. And now don't be scared of this powder. I'm putting it right on top of the Morphe. We're going up the under eye. And I use a lot of powder and we're gonna let it bake for a while. We'll wipe it off after. You're gonna look crazy. Trust the process. We can't be oily and sweaty under stage lights, so this is way more powder than I would normally use in, oh my god, I'm gonna finish powdering my face in the dark because apparently my light wants to keep dying. And while it charges, we're just gonna sit in silence and let it bake. I go under my cheekbone too to really give it a strong line. You can see right here, like it's not gonna be this harsh, but it gives me a line and then a line. I like to start it at my ear, right here. That's where I draw my line from. Now I'm gonna let this powder on my face bake for a good like 3 minutes, and I'm also gonna let my light charge, so hold on. We're gonna wipe off the powder from our face. We're gonna use the M164 brush. Excess so we don't cake. Because when people say cakey makeup, I don't think they know what they're talking about. But cakey makeup is actually just makeup when your powder sits weird on your face. It's not a lot of makeup. Because this is a lot of makeup, but it shouldn't be cakey makeup, you know? Okay, now our under eyes look so good, so bright, we love. Now we're gonna go in with our bronzer. This is the Hotel Heiress Tarte bronzer. I love it. I've pretty much always used this bronzer, I think. And I'm going in with my Morphe 162 brush. I'm patting it this way. Pat a little bit higher than where my contour is, just to give me some warmth to my cheekbone. Sun-kissed look. Ooh. A little bit on the ball of my cheek. What is it? Not the ball of my cheek. The apple of my cheek. That's what it's called. Right over where we did the bronzer. Pat, 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 pat. And then I'm going to use this on my neck as well to blend down my face so it doesn't look like here's painted, here's not. You saw it earlier, we're going back in with our ColourPop New to You. This is weird and I don't know why I've done this, but I always have used the same brush for my blush and my bronzer. probably not smart, and I'm sure anyone who actually knows makeup is gonna come in my comments and be like, girl, what the fuck? This is what I do, okay? Sorry. Again, same placement. I start it higher and then work it down. Get the apple of your cheek, because that's what it's called, not the ball of your cheek. I do blush right here in the center of my neck and then in the middle of my chest. So now to make your face look cohesive, you have to melt it together, all your powder. We are melting with the Morphe setting spray. I'm gonna choke. You have to hold your breath. Now you look like you went for a swim, and then you gotta give it a second to dry. But see how cute and how good my cheekbones look? Now while I wait for my face to dry, I'm gonna do my eyebrows. Don't think I forgot them. We're just combing them up. And I still use the Anastasia brow pomade. I put it on a little eyebrow brush. I start below. I like to start on the bottom line. The top, I'm not going in with any extra product. Just what I took is fine. You don't need too much. And then I'm gonna blend her with just a little shaky shake. See how cute she looks? See, she's so cute. She's like kind of natural, but not like, oh, she doesn't have makeup on natural. Like, it's enough color, it's enough shape, but it's not crazy. As long as you remember your eyebrows are sisters and not twins, you're okay. Don't think about them too much. Eyebrows can smell fear, so just do whatever and then leave it. It's okay. When you try and save an eyebrow, it gets worse. I know that from experience. Now I'm gonna use my bronzer to draw on a different nose. We're gonna take our Hotel Heiress bronzer and just a flat brush. I start here because if you have too much powder, it'll make your nose way too brown, but this is easier to wipe off. And then I'm gonna draw on a new tip of my nose. As you can see, this is where the tip of my nose is, and I just wanna really, really contour it. Doing this, you're pretty much drawing a line across your nose and then all the way down. Make sure it follows into your nostril. So we drew our little line across our nose, and now we're going up the bridge just very lightly. You wanna kinda drive it up the bridge, but not too heavy up here because then it looks a little funky. Opening back up to my blush. We're taking that same bronzer brush, we're gonna tap it with a little pink, and we're gonna just do a little boop, 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 because it's so cute and rosy. Now I'm also gonna take this, okay, under my eyes. And now to make your eyes look natural, because see how they are so bright that doesn't really look good. I'm going back in with my bronzer under my eyes. These are the finishing touches now, okay? Now don't be scared. Put a lot of bronzer under your eyes. Makeup looks very flat and not dimensional if I don't have an under eye. So don't be scared to put shadow under your eye, whether it's bronzer like me, just because I think it gives a more cohesive natural finish to your cheek, to your eye, connects the dots, or whatever color you want. If you want to be fun, put something fun and bright. I also want to say that every show has different makeup, so this is just how I do it for my show, but if I was in a classical showgirl show, this would not be the look that I'm doing. I'm also going to take my bronzer under. We want shadows. We're creating shadows, dimension, shadows, all the above. So our finishing touches, you do your nose, you do under your eyes, and now I'm going to go in with highlighter. I'm using the Anastasia Glow Kit because what else would you use, genuinely? And we're gonna go into the light shade here called Summer. I do it right under my eyebrow here in the inner corner. You can follow this little line just a little bit. You don't wanna go too big under, because then you look sweaty on stage. Tap your nose a little bit on the bridge. I put it here even though I think I'm about to cover it when I put my lip on anyways, that's okay. I wait till the very end to put my mascara on because if I get powder on my mascara, then it just looks weird. I'm using the Essence Lash Princess Mascara. I like this one. I think it's really fun. This is also a new product I've been using that I'm really enjoying. Blend everything in, get the powder off your lashes. Bottom lashes, they're very important. They make your eyes look big on stage. See how it's all coming together in the last few steps? Because you really do have to trust the process. Don't we just love trusting the process? I know you trusted the process, but it's okay if you didn't, because I look at myself every single day and I'm like, oh, Shayla, you look a mess. But then the process happens and then I'm like, oh yeah, no, I can trust it. We're good. So I hope you trusted me with that. Now we're gonna do our lips. I like to take the excess powder and just tap my lips. This is my favorite lip liner ever in the entire world. It is the Mecca Max Pout something, but I've shaved off the actual shade of it. So Mecca Max, if you're out there, whatever this shade is, I love it and I love you. We're going under where we put our contour, okay? So I'm overlining my lips a little bit, okay? Inside to the outside, and then I just color in a little bit. When I do this, I feel like I'm drawing a mustache, like I'm a little Frenchman. Now I'm going in with the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk. I have lash glue all over it because I use it all the time. It's a Pillow Talk liquid lip in medium blur. I had such a hard time finding the correct color for my lips. That was a nude, but not like, ooh, she's wearing concealer on her lips, you know? So this is my perfect nude shade. I love it. Pillow Talk Medium Blur. And this is the look. This is what I do for stage. Really cute. It's pretty natural. It's a soft glam, I would say. Just because we have the black wing doesn't really mean much. Especially for show makeup, this is really chill. So I really hope that this helped you. If you had any questions about my makeup, or if I didn't answer anything, let me know in the comments below and I will get back to you. But I hope I got to explain all the products I use, why I use them. I really truly think that the powders and my new foundation have been saving my face from a lifetime of sweat. I have not had to touch up my makeup nearly as often as I normally would. This is my go-to, and I think it will be my go-to for quite a while. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, I will post a new video next Sunday and I will see you then. So make sure to like, comment if you have any questions, and subscribe. Hit that bell, it's somewhere in the corner. I will see you on Sunday. Mwah.